price of gold has soared to a new record, topping $5,000 an ounce for the first time. Investors have been looking for a safe haven amid global
$5,000, oh my
uncertainty.
God.
Fears of a renewed trade war, inflation, and the potential for another US government shutdown have all
Price of gold hits record high, you might
been
add.
fueling gold's record run.
At Dubai's famous gold souk and in markets across the world, small investors are buying gold. And for now, there seems to be no stopping them.
People are rushing to buy gold. The price doesn't matter to them anymore. Whatever the price is, they buy it.
Oh my God. They're just buying. Price does not even matter. If it's high, it does not matter. We buy gold, Oh my God.
Before, the customer used to bargain over the price. Knock it down for me, lower it for me. Now they just come in and whatever the price is, they buy it.
Despite the high prices, global gold production has risen only slightly. Output cannot be increased quickly in the short term, and that limited supply is further fueling the boom.
What we have been seeing for months now simply shows that uncertainty in global markets has increased, and as a result, investors are turning to gold as a safe haven, as the immense
Yes, investors are just getting hold for a safe haven. Gold is the everything they talk about.
demand right now clearly demonstrates.
Confidence among major international investors in the dollar and in US government bonds has been fading. Assets once considered rock solid have lost some of their appeal under Donald Trump.
When we look at the United
Okay. What is happening in United States? They are talking about is that dollar is very low in a 4 years. Dollar is low, all-time low in a 4 years.
States, we've seen a very erratic policy approach in recent months since President Trump took office. There are also significant fiscal risks due to the expansionary fiscal policy in the US, quite apart from the foreign policy issues we're dealing with at the moment.
Greenland, yes, Greenland is the main thing that's not happening. Dollar is low, everything is low, everything is the recession is coming soon. They are talking about.
Gold prices may remain high for some time yet. Central banks in major emerging economies, including Brazil, have been sharply increasing their gold reserves, pushing prices even higher.
These countries are suffering greatly from a weaker dollar because of their trade with the US. Brazil is a good example. That's why they want to massively increase their gold reserves to stabilize their
What is happening? Oh my God! You see, these all things are happening, and the massive results are that break it all.
own currencies when the dollar moves. And beyond that, they want to make themselves less dependent on the US dollar.
For now, there's no sign of an end to the gold rush. The forces that might drive prices down are nowhere to be seen. No sharp rise in interest rates to make government...
Everyone is coming and buying gold. Gold buying is so high in 2026, starting 2026 January month. Gold buying is so high in the whole world, not a particular country, not a particular city, into whole world. You see,
Bonds more attractive, and no end in sight to global geopolitical uncertainty.
Gold and silver and platinum are all at record highs. Stephen Beardsley joins us from DW Business. Is this just a mad rush to safe havens?
I don't know if it's a mad rush. I don't know if that's how I would characterize it. It's definitely a move towards safe havens as that piece.
yes, it's a definitely move towards safe haven. That's why all they call it, because gold is the one thing that values never decreases.
It's really laid out quite well, which is that with so much uncertainty over the past 12 months in particular, we've seen the biggest movement of these prices. More than 80% rise in gold's price over the last 12 months, and then 16.
Yes, over the last 12 months, 80%, 8080, yes, not 18, it's 80% rise in a gold. My God, damn.
Percent in January alone. So if you think about what's happened over that time, then you have, for example, the issue with Greenland, you have the investigation to Jerome Powell. Those are both deeply unsettling for what they say about the US.
Every country's government, yes, country's government is buying gold and reserving it in their own country. Yes, that's what happening. Yes, my God.
And its ability to manage its money supply in a neutral way and to uphold international agreements in a neutral way. And then if you just look at the past few days, the threats against Canada of a new trade war, and then what's going on in Minnesota and the possibility there could be a government shutdown, that's also caused a spike. So whether you're looking at the long term, and by this I mean the last 12 months, or the very short term, the last few days, there's reason to believe that there's instability, and that's what's feeding into this.
Yes, there is instability and it's feeding it. Gold hits record price high, silver is using its high, and silver used by everything, mobile phones, PC, your EV cars and everything. Oh my God, AI is using silver.
Again, there's less evidence that it's a mad rush, and that we're seeing everyone from institutional investors to investors in a bazaar in Lebanon going for it, because they know that with the value of the dollar falling, then there are both legitimate reasons to hedge your own currency, to support your own currency, I should say, and to hedge against risks to buy gold. And so we're seeing it across the way.
Yes, they are hedging the risk by buying the gold, and that's how they hedge against the risk they have coming soon.
It's not just a mad rush, but it is actually thought out as part of a portfolio, and that's interesting.
But I have been reading that a lot of new investing is being done in gold.
Yes, investing in gold as a physical gold, not a bond of gold. Yes, not a bond of gold, a physical gold. That's not a bond, a physical gold. That's how you invest into it.
I mean, are people scared of missing out? Do they think things are crazy, now's the time, or could things settle again and even dip when people decide the world isn't really in that bad of a shape?
I think there's always going to be some sort of fear of missing out and people trying to get in on a trend that's going up right now. The difference is that if we look at those who are investing in gold, again, there's a wide breadth of investors. And so
yes, gold price more than doubles over past 2 years. It doubles down 80% up. And oh my God, this is very big one.
We're seeing, for example, more exchange-traded funds, very traditional investment vehicles that are now moving into gold more than they have in the past. We're seeing high-value families that are buying gold as an asset for them. And so and of course, we're seeing central banks, like we mentioned there, because they're trying to support their own currencies.
Yes, central bank is buying the gold. Governments are buying gold because they want to have their own currency. This is what is happening right here.
value of the dollar fails. So whether it's strategic, whether it's tactical, whatever it is, there's interest in gold across the way. And that's what makes it interesting. Yes, if there's a de-escalation of some sort, if we see that, in particular, the US begins to move in more predictable ways, then you will see that there's a move away from gold because there'll be other things like bonds, which carry, of course, earned interest, which gold does not. And so the opportunity cost of going to
Yes, there is a very big cost you have to into yourself. This is the opportunity cost, and you have to buy gold right now. If you have gold, this is big. You know one fact about India. How much gold every world have? India has three multiply three gold in their households. Oh my God.
of missing out on that become much higher. And so money will move in the other direction. But for the time being, I think you're going to see this sustain.
And really briefly, do you think it's going to hit 6,000 like some banks are saying, or even higher?
I can't predict that, but I know the Goldman Sachs is saying about $5,400 by December 2026. And these rallies tend to stick around for a while because the underlying issues are very structural. So it's probably not going to go away soon.
Okay, it's not going to soon because this is the main thing. This is not a fiat currency that's gonna go bust down.
Stephen Beasley, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, my guys. What are your thoughts on the gold? Are you buying gold? How much gold do you have coming down?